Praise the Lord and welcome to God's will for your life. This is Pastor Dr. Kenny Applewhite, and I am back. I am here, and we just want to thank God for His goodness, for His mercy. I've been down for a little bit, but I thank God for God is a healer despite what's going on in the land. God is still, He's still a show enough healer. And we thank God for His goodness and for His mercy. I want to start off by just telling people that despite what's going on, God is still an awesome God. The Lord was letting me know this week, He said, I'm still an awesome God. Despite what is going on, I'm still faithful and I am still a real God. I'm still an awesome God and I'm still a faithful God. And I thank God for His goodness and I thank God for His mercy right now in the name of Jesus. Uh, we're going to start with a prayer. Father, right now in the name of Jesus, Lord, we know that Satan is angry, he's rampant, and there's a spirit of death in the land. But God, you are the giver of life, and things cannot take place unless you allow it. Father, we are asking you in the name of Jesus to move by your hands, God. People are dying. They're dying every day, every hour on the hour, every few minutes. But Father, we need you to come and relieve some of this pressure, some of this anxiety, what people are going through in the name of Jesus Christ. We know, God, you let me know that this time was just like the children of Israel when you had brought them out against Pharaoh and they turned their backs on you, God. And these people begin to worship with other kings and worshiping their gods. And Lord, you got angry and you turned your back on your people and you allowed the enemy to take them into captivity. Lord, some of this captivity was 30 to 40 years. But God, we don't have that long. But we are asking you, God, the Bible said after a while, the children of Israel saw their wrongs, how they betrayed you, how they turned their back against you, as you had showed them favor, fed them, given them, took care of them. And God, when they took their harps out of the willow tree and their flutes and their drums, and they turned to you and they started worshiping, praising you, God, with a tear in your eye, you turned around and you forgave them and you brought them out. Now, God, we ask you that this thing be over soon. I have been seeking you. I have been calling on you, God. I've been very sick myself, God, and you brought me out with an outstretched hand. But, Father, we need you this day, this hour, this minute, this second to reverse this thing, God. Not only older people are dying, young couples, mothers, fathers, children are dying from this dreadful disease. But God, you said in the last days how we would know that you were coming back. You said that there will be a disease with no cure in the land. And Father, you got some people who are faithfully praying to you, interceding with you, begging you, pleading with you, God, to put a stop to it. And you told me the other day, you said, tell my people, if they will sing the song, our God is an awesome God, I will turn this thing away. God, and I began to play that song and I began to share it on Facebook. And you said, if my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray, I will heal their land. God, we need you to heal the land. We're almost in a famine, God. In the name of Jesus, people are out of work. People have children, God. But Lord, we know that you are still the God that bless your people. In the name of Jesus. I'm going to be doing a 4-part series, God's willing, this month on God is an awesome God. Despite what's going on in the world, we still have to reverence Him. We still have to praise Him. We still have to honor Him. We still have to respect Him. The Lord said this is global warning. This thing is national and international. But God's going to bring an outpouring of His Spirit, and He's going to begin to calm this thing down. He's going to begin to turn this thing around. And you know what, God, what He wanted the world's attention? Pray. Y'all stop praying to me. You stop seeking me. You got what you want out of me, but you're not obeying me. You haven't been listening to me. Your job, your money, your cars, your house, everything is before me. And the Bible said one of God's names, of his 15 names, is Quanta. The Bible said he is a jealous God. And when you show attention to everything else but him, he gets what? Jealous. It says, what does it mean to have reverence for God, or to commit to God, to say, God, you're an awesome God. God, you are a brilliant God. You are almighty, dynamite, super bad God. Despite what we're going through, despite anxiety and fear in the land, God is still the creator of this world. He is still the creator of the land. He is still the provider. He is Jehovah Jireh. He is Jehovah Nissi. He fights the battle. He is Jehovah Ra, the Lord that understands. He is Jehovah Tiskanu, our righteousness. The Bible said that he is the Almighty God. The Bible said reverence is honor and respect that it is deeply felt and outwardly just demonstrated. We have to demonstrate to God in hard times. I knew a friend who lost her only son, and she was saved, sanctified, filled with the Holy Ghost, and she was an evangelist. I mean, anointed. And one day, her son, his wife, and his father, and they had 3 kids, and the youngest was 11 months old, and they were on the father's boat in Maryland and Baltimore, and they was having lunch, and the mother took off the children's life vest, and the baby jumped over the boat down into 11 feet of water, and her son jumped in to find his son, and he found his son in dark, murky water. 11 feet, he found his son, and he raised him up as the grandfather grabbed the baby boy, and he looked at his father and sunk back down. He had so much water in his lungs, and hours later, he came up on shore, and he had died. He drowned, saving his son. And I said to God, how was she going to get through this? This thing almost took her mind. But God told me that he was going to make it up to her. And God said, for the heartache and what we endured, he's going to make it up to us. He's going to heal our land. He's going to give us double. The Bible said that when Job lost everything, God gave him double for this trouble. He lost all his children, his cattle, his home. He was in sackcloth and ashes. And the wife said, why don't you curse God and die? And see, this is what this is designed to do, is to curse God, and we can't curse God. You know, if you curse God, you're going to be totally cursed, and you're going to be walking under death. But he said, you sound like a crazy woman. How can I curse someone who has always taken care of me? How can I curse someone who has always provided for me? Despite what I'm going through, he's still high and lifted up. And he's worthy to be praised, somebody. He is worthy to be praised. And God wants us to know that because of the Lord God, awesome power and majesty, he is deserving of the highest level of reverence. The Bible records reverence as the automatic response of everyone who encounters the awesome grandeur of the Lord God Almighty. He's still a bad God. He single-handedly built this world. He called this world into existence. He can make the wind stop, the seas to stop. He can stop vegetation from growing. He can stop livestock from growing. But God is this isn't an attention. God's letting us know we're living in the last, and we're living in the last and evil days, and we're living in a time where God is coming back. And God said, you better repent. You better repent to me. You better make sure you're on the roll. And God is a real God. So many things are being done to him. So many things are offending him. So many things are making him disappointed. But God said, if you sing the song, our God is an awesome God. He reigns from heaven and earth with wisdom, power, and love. Our God is an awesome God. He is still an awesome God. It says the idea of reverence for God started with God. In the Old Testament, God taught the Israelites how to show proper reverence by giving them hundreds of laws related to purity, holiness, and worship. Sinful humanity does not know how to worship a holy God with reverence and awe, so he spelled it out for us. His presence dealt with Israel in the Ark of the Covenant. They were not to touch it as a matter of reverence. The Holy of Holies inside the tabernacle also required the highest level of reverence. Despite what's going on in the world, guess what? God has to be acknowledged. He has to be reverenced. He has to be worshiped. He has to be thanked. He has to be praised. He has to be understood. It's a scripture that says, though he slay me, I will still acknowledge him. Though I'm going through and though there is turbulence, I will still magnify the holy God, the Holy of Holies. Whoever disobeyed God's command about entering the holies of holies died instantly. So God was letting us know that despite what's going on, you can still die if you don't worship, if you don't praise him. There's a lot of atheists in the world. There are a lot of people that don't believe that God is a true and living God. There are many gods, but there's only one true and living God. And how you know he's real? Because we have felt the touch of his hand. We have felt his sovereignty. We have felt his love. Some of us have been so depressed we were ready to commit suicide, but because of his love, he didn't allow you to kill yourself. The devil had took us through so many things. You know, the Bible says the devil comes to steal, kill, and destroy. I taught about that a couple of weeks ago. But God is a healer. He is a lifesaver. But he also has feelings, and he wants people to reverence him. He wants you to love him. You know, we live in a time where we are really some blessed people. Despite not being able to work to pay your bills and possibly not being able to buy food, pay your car note, guess what? God made it so you don't have to pay any bills right now. He made it so that landlords and banks cannot put you out. They can't do nothing to you. They have to let you live rent-free. Car dealerships cannot repossess cars because guess what? If you ain't got the money, you can't pay it. So God is still showing his protection. But if we come together in unison and just say, our God is an awesome God. He reigns from heaven above with wisdom, power, and love. Our God is an awesome God. Our God is an awesome God. He reigns from heaven above with wisdom, power, and love. Our God is an awesome God. Our God, he is still awesome. It says in New Testament Christianity, reverence for God is demonstrated by our willingness to voluntarily die to self and obey his commands. So to reverence him as an awesome God, we have to voluntarily die to self and obey his commands. Jesus reminds us that we must properly reverence God. He taught the disciples to begin their prayers with our Father, who is in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Hallowed means set apart as holy. We ought to treat the name of God with reverence. It is common to hear people, even professing Christians, use God's name as an exclamation. Oh my God. It's tossed about as though it was no more significant than the word wow. We may not intend to be irreverent, but when we invoke his name in casual chatter, we are just that. We're being just that. And God said, when you worship my name, you got to know that I am who I say I am. I am the God of healing. I am the God that loves my people. It says that another way we demonstrate reverence to God is by the way we live. Those who, with a right understanding of God's nature, also understand his wrath. We show reverence by taking seriously his hatred of sin and the coming judgment on those who refuse to repent. We pursue holiness because he is holy. Reverent people desire to say no to ungodliness and worldly passion and to live self-controlled, upright, godly lives in his present age. The Bible said we show reverence for God by learning how to truly worship him. You're blessed and you're given the royalty of God by how you learn to worship him. We have to worship him in spirit and in truth. True worship is not about our favorite song. It's not confined to an emotional experience. It is not synonymous with tingling feelings. True worship is a lifestyle. We worship in spirit when our hearts are abandoned before Lord, willing to obey everything he has said. We worship in truth when our minds are engaged and filled with the biblical understanding of God's nature. To worship God is to know him and to serve him. To worship him the way he deserves to be worshiped, we must align our hearts with his and seek to obey him. Reverence for God is a quality missing in much of what masquerades as Christianity today. Instead of the kind of reverence we see demonstrated throughout the Bible, modern Christianity has adopted a Jesus is my buddy attitude that grossly downplays the holiness, power, and righteousness wrath of the sovereign creator. God ain't no joke. He is nothing to play with. He is an almighty, mind-blowing God. He believes in his people. He loves his people. God, he said that we are blessed and highly favored when you acknowledge him in all your ways, when you reverence him in all your ways, when you keep your covenant with the Lord God Almighty. God is a good God, and that's all that I have for you today, and we will see you next week. God bless.
There will be you, your bloody. They cannot know that you are God. They've brutalized your body. And now they nail you to a cross. What a man, the picture of self-sacrifice. What a love that would choose friends over life. What a heart needing to bring liberty to someone so unworthy as me. What a debt you could have left me to pay. What a gift, wiping my guilt all away. What a God to take all the blame for my sins. What a man, what a love, what a friend. Bow your head, you close your eyes. The whole earth quakes, your mother cries. They lay your body in a grave. When you rise, what a love that would choose friends over life. What a heart beating to bring liberty to someone so unworthy as me. What a debt you could have left me to pay. What a gift, wiping my guilt all away. What a God to take all the blame for my sins. What a man, what a love, what a friend. What a man, what a love, what a friend. What a man, what a love, what a friend. What a man, what a love, what a friend. Oh, what a man, what a love, what a friend.
I'm feeling alright, dying. Anybody out there feel the spirit, y'all?
I feel the spirit.
Listen. I feel the spirit all over me. 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 Listen, y'all. Woke up this morning on my knees in prayer. It felt so good because he met me there, y'all. Lift up my voice and my hands I raise. He blessed my soul and I gave him praise. I feel the spirit. Woo. I feel it in my hands. I feel the as I got up this morning, giving him praise. I feel the anybody feel like I do? Come on, Diane, let 'em
Listen,
know.
Jimmy. Jumped in my car and I'm riding around.
Riding around,
People were looking and my windows were down.
yeah.
I felt the joy and I praised his name.
Come on.
Folks started watching and I wasn't ashamed. Joy, 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 joy. Anybody got the joy of the Lord?
Yeah.
Yes,
It is my strength, yeah.
Thank you for your joy, Lord. Yeah.
I'm feeling all right, y'all. Listen.
Come on, Jimmy.
Riding around, felt the wind on my face. Looked at the sky, everything was in place, y'all. And you know,
He made the land, air, and everything. Looked in the trees and the birds started to sing.
what did it say?
Tweety-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee.
I hear you, Diane. Let us
yeah.
sing the song. Oh,
He made the birds to praise him too.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
and you know, I thought about it, Diane. Listen, he made the sea, y'all, and he made the land. Reached down in the dirt, y'all, and he made man. Come on, Diane.
He
Praise the Lord, everybody. This is Deacon William Hawks, also known as El Presidente, here at Gospel 88.7 FM and 100.3 FM Atlantic City, where we have gospel. And yes, we're still spreading the gospel one song at a time. We want to thank God for all of our listeners who continue to pray for us and support us. Oftentimes, I'm walking down the street and someone asks, Deacon Hawks, El Presidente, I want to help. I want to get involved. I want to do my part. And they say, how can I do that? And I say, you know something? You can log onto our website and participate in our 8 for 88.7. That's right, 8 for 88.7. That's where we ask you to get involved, and you can support us by just donating $8 a month. How do you do that? You just go to our website, www.wehavegospel.com, press the donate button, and just simply support us with $8 a month. It's that simple. Once again, just go to www.wehavegospel.com, click the donate button, and follow the instruction. There you go. It's as simple as that. And once again, we thank you from all of us here at Gospel 88.7 FM and 100.3 FM, where we have gospel and where we're spreading the gospel one song at a time. God bless you.
Gospel 88.7 WEHA. It's more than music. It's ministry.
WEHA, Port Republic, Atlantic City. And now on FM translator 100.3 W262CF, Atlantic City.
Coming up next, live services from Shiloh Apostolic Temple of Atlantic City, where Bishop Bilal Parrish is the pastor. For more information about our community churches or to have your services aired on WEHA, visit our website, www.wehavegospel.com, to find out more.
Amen. We thank God even for our leadership here, Bishop Bilal Parrish, Evangelist Mary A. Parrish. Amen. We thank God for them. Thanking God for Mother Waiters, Mother Ethel Waiters, the co-founder, amen, of this great work. Amen. We thank God for her leadership, for her ministry. Amen. Just for being still in the land of the living. And we want to let her know that we are always praying for you, Mother Waiters. Amen. And that we love you. Amen. We thank God. At this time, amen, we're going to ask our Deacon Hawkins, amen, if he will come and lead us to the throne of grace.
This morning, we're praying for Sister Alice Robinson and Deacon Michael Applewhite. As we pray, call out their names, and also those names on the prayer board. Lord Jesus, once again we come into your presence, thanking you and praising you for allowing us to assemble ourselves one more time in the household of faith. We come to say thank you, Jesus, for all your many blessings that you bestowed upon us. We thank you for the baptism in Jesus' name. We thank you for the Holy Ghost guiding and leading us into all truths, Lord God. And so we come this morning to worship you in spirit and in truth. We come to lift up the name of Jesus because there's power in the name of Jesus. You are God and we are your people. We are the sheep of your pasture. And for this we say thank you. Now, Lord, we know that this month is Black History Month, and we want to reach out to all our youth and let them and teach them the struggle that we went through, that keep the struggle alive, because we haven't made it yet. And it's only
and we're leaning on the Lord, and we're trusting in his holy word. He's never failed me yet. And I'm singing
we've come this far. Oh, we've come this far, trusting in Jesus. We've come this far by faith. Amen, amen. We have come this far by faith, leaning and trusting and depending on our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Amen, amen. We bring you greetings from Shiloh Temple Apostolic Cathedral. We are located at 505 Madison Avenue and Bishop James A. Waiters Lane. We are live over WEHA 88.7 and 100.3 on your FM dial. We say good morning and praise Jesus to you and to each and every one tuning in via Facebook. Amen. We just count it an honor and a privilege to enter into the house of the Lord. Hallelujah. We've entered into his courts with praise and thanksgiving, giving thanks to God, amen, for just keeping us. Amen. We know what the world is experiencing today, and it is worldwide. Hallelujah. But we know who is in control. That is God. Hallelujah. So we're just depending on him. We're thanking him. Hallelujah. Giving him glory and honor, for he is in control. Hallelujah. We will not fear. He did not give us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. Hallelujah. So as I said, we're just thanking God. Amen. Giving him glory and honor, for today is Palm Sunday. Amen. This is the day that Jesus rode upon a colt that had not been used or ridden on before. He entered into the city, amen, and people were putting down their garments, cutting branches off of leaves and putting them down so that he may walk on the colt over them. Amen. We thank God for that. Amen. But we do know the rest of the story. Just almost a week later, they were screaming, "Crucify him." Hallelujah. But we thank him because he did have a purpose. That was to come, to die on the cross for our sins, and then be rose again. Hallelujah. So we're just giving God glory and honor, thanking him, amen, again for this day that he has given us, and we will praise him. Hallelujah. We're thanking God, amen, even for our leadership, Bishop Bilal Parrish, Evangelist Mary A. Parrish, amen, in her absence. We're thanking God for her, amen, and we're thanking God for our co-founder, Mother Ethel Waiters, still being in the land of the living. Hallelujah. We're thanking God for her, thanking God for our First Lady who is taking such good care of her, along with our pastor, amen, Bishop Bilal Parrish. We're even thanking him for the wisdom that God has given him, hallelujah, to still come to you live, amen, still adhering to the laws of the land, but being able to give God glory and honor, amen. So we're thanking God, amen, for this day. We're going to, at this time, give over to our assistant pastor, amen. We're thanking for him and his family, and he is going to come and lead us to the throne of grace.
I'd like to say praise Jesus to all the saints and all our radio listeners. We thank God for being here today. God is a good God. Jesus is good. Yes, he is. This morning we're going to pray a prayer of thanksgiving. Amen. We've been praying, amen, that the Lord would heal our land and do this and do that, but God has done that exceedingly, and we want to thank him this morning. Lord Jesus, we come to say thank you this morning for blessing us. You woke us up in our right mind, being in the land of the living. We didn't earn it. You gave it to us. We thank you for seeing a brand new day. Lord, we thank you that you gave it to us. We thank you, Lord, that you have healed us, Lord. You brought us here in safety. Lord, we even thank you for this time to come on your radio, even live streaming, Lord Jesus, to bring the word of God, Lord, to those men and women out there in the world. My God, we thank you this morning. We want to say thank you, Jesus, for all the lives that you've healed, you've set free, you have delivered. We thank you from this virus. We thank you, Lord Jesus, for those doctors and nurses on the front line that you have blessed, that didn't get nothing. We thank you this morning how you kept our Atlantic County, Lord Jesus, the lowest county in New Jersey without this virus. We thank you right now, Lord. We got something to thank you for this morning. I thank you. None of my family members have this virus. We thank you right now. We praise your name for the church saints and their children and their grandchildren, Lord. And we ask you to bless the world this morning, Lord. We ask you to bless, Lord Jesus. Continue. We say thank you for all you said and all you've done, Lord. All those that you healed. And if not one come back and say thank you, Lord, we just want to say thank you for them in the name of Jesus, because you've been so good and you've been so kind. And we thank you right now for your healing power, Lord. And we thank you, even though there's a famine in the land, we thank you for food, shelter, and raiment, being able to still lay down in the bed, have food to eat, Lord, clothes to wear, Lord, in a heated house. Thank you right now in Jesus' name, amen. Thank you, Lord. Hallelujah.
We truly have something to give God praise for. Hallelujah, hallelujah. We thank God for the word of God. In Matthew 21:22, it says, "In all things whatsoever ye shall ask, believing, ye shall receive." Hallelujah. So we're thanking him in advance, hallelujah, for what we've asked, believing that he is going to do just that. Hallelujah. At this time, we're going to bring before you our beautiful sister, Lysina Davis, and she is going to read from the word of God.
Praise Jesus, saints. We were reading and hearing this morning a very familiar passage of scriptures coming from Matthew, the 6th chapter, beginning at the 6th verse, the model prayer. But thou, when thou prayest, enter into thy closet, and while thou hast shut thy door, pray to the Father, which is in secret, and thy Father, which seeth in secret, shall reward thee openly. But when ye pray, use not vain repetitions, as the heathen do, for they think that they shall be heard for their much speaking. Be not ye therefore like unto them, for your Father knoweth what things ye have need of before ye ask him. After this manner, therefore, pray ye, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. Amen. May the Lord bless the hearers and doers of his word in Jesus' name.
Amen. We thank God for the word of God. Hallelujah. We thank him for having access to the word. Amen. Who is God himself. Hallelujah. We thank God for that scripture. At this time, amen, we're going to ask Sister Robin Hopkins if she will come and give us our announcements.
Praise Jesus. Our order of service, Wednesday evening, pray at home. Families, please kneel in prayer at 7:30 p.m. Then join Bishop Parrish on Facebook Live at 8 p.m. for our closing prayer. We're fasting and praying Monday, April 6th through Saturday, April the 11th. Good Friday service, Bible class, Holy Communion at 6 p.m. right here on Facebook Live. And just a little message from First Lady Parrish. Check on your strong friends. Check on your quiet friends. Check on your happy friends. Check on your creative friends. Check on each other. And it will be right here Easter Sunday at 11 a.m. We'll be on WEHA 88.7 FM, 100.3 FM, and we'll also be here on Facebook Live and through conference calls. That's all I have for you in Jesus' name.
Amen. We thank Sister Robin Hopkins for giving us our announcements. Amen. And we hope that you're going to tune in each and every time we come live. Amen. For this is a special time, amen, that we have. It's a little different than what we're accustomed to, but we thank God for having the ability to do so. Amen. Regardless of what the circumstances, God always makes a way. Hallelujah. So we thank God that we have the opportunity to come before you live, amen, and even over the broadcast. At this time, we're going to ask our beautiful sister Angela Chisholm, amen. She's going to come and bless us with a solo at this time.
We honor the Lord on today. We honor our pastor, First Lady, Mother Waiters, to Elder Jenkins, to all the saints of God that are here. We just thank God even for our Facebook audience as well as our radio listeners. And we think about this as resurrection time, so I thought about the blood. So pray for me, saints of God. God bless you. The blood that Jesus